Good morning, good afternoon. How's everybody doing today? Good. Hopefully everybody's doing great. Wonderful to see all you manifesting beings here today. Great. So, universe says you are going to win big. That's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to talk about how you can use what you have to succeed, to win big in life, to win big in the lottery, to win big in your dreams, and your whatever it is you are looking to manifest. I'm going to share some perspective on things for you so you can see things and think a different way. When you can think a different way, you change a different reality. All right? So glad to see everybody. Bonjour, good morning. So before we begin, guys, a couple things. So I was doing the vibrational numbers, and if you've been following me, you know about vibrational numbers. So I had to stop doing vibrational numbers because I got so inundated. It was just so much of it. So now I finally got some help that's going to help me process the vibrational numbers. So I'm going to start to do vibrational numbers again. And also, I'm also doing subliminals, personal custom subliminals. So you can get your own subliminals made by me and my team for lottery, love, anything. And these have been doing great success. I've been getting a lot of good emails on them. Yes, the vibrational numbers are so powerful. Let me talk about the vibrational numbers and before you go in and tell you how it's going to work. All right. So if you are a channel member, you can get your vibrational numbers by just commenting below in the comments, because the members, they'll show me a little dot or sticker. I know you're a member. If you are not a channel member, there's an email you can go to and you can donate $11.11 for me to process the numbers. Takes time. Wait about 3 to 4 days. Now look, vibrational numbers, I start to do them myself first. It's an intuitive nudge I get from the month and day of your birth. Now, I don't know the science, but I know it works. There are just some things that we don't know. My best guess is that when I pick up this number from you, it gives me a frequency and it comes to me in a number, especially if you're someone that likes to use numbers to help your life, numerology, to win the lottery, anything like this. So the vibrational numbers are very powerful. One person got their numbers in California and won $250,000 in the Fantasy 5 in California from me giving them vibrational numbers. Lots of other individuals have done a lot of stuff. Won big money, won scratch offs, won play fours. They use these numbers for certain days of the month to make decisions, anything. But if you follow me, you know what vibrational numbers are. Okay, so I'm going to start to do them. And the subliminals, you know how that works. Personal subliminals, I'll make those for you too, whatever. You listen to them nightly. And I will put the link in the comment section below so that you can go in, sign up, and get your numbers. And yep. So that's what I want to talk about now. Now let's get into our lecture today, our lesson of manifesting and changing your life. All right. Good morning. Let me run through everybody. How's everybody doing here? Yep, you gave me my vibrational numbers. Thanks, Mark. I play them every week. Yes. Hi from Trinidad and Tobago. Hello from California. Hello. All right, guys. Also, I have a new book coming out, and it'll be set up in the next week or so. This is going to be one of my best books. You know the first 2 books now, but this book is going to take everything in. And be on the lookout for that. So when it comes out, I'll get a copy and I'll do a live and I'll show it to you. You guys can go get it on Amazon. But it's a totalitarian system, totality of everything you need to learn about manifesting. It has everything in it, lottery, everything jam-packed. Really good lessons and point of views for you to see your life. Hey, Mark and everybody. Okay, good. I started to double everything. Okay, all right, guys. So let's talk about this. Okay, did you know that you actually have a lot of freedom to manifest what you want, despite what your mind tells you? Check this out. You know, there's something that I've learned on my journey, and here it is. Every single thing is an opinion. It's a perception to us. It's never the truth. It's our truth. So what I'm saying to you is this, is that despite what people say that you cannot or can't be done or cannot be done, not true. Despite what your own mind says to you cannot be done, it's not true. It's never the thing that's happening in the physical that hurts us. It's how we perceive and we give a meaning to it in the mental that hurts us. You ever hear the saying, we suffer more in imagination than we do in physical reality? That is correct. So what I want to point forward to you today is to have this state of mind. And I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. And it's going to help you here. Now, you have to remember, start to think as, best way I want to put this to you so you could, because it's unconventional, but it is so powerful. Start to think of yourself like a cell phone tower, a radio station. Start to think of yourself as an antenna. Everyone knows what an antenna is, right? A receiver. An antenna or receiver is built with magnetism to pick up different frequencies. The thing about an antenna is, or a receiver, whatever, but it's not only receiving information, it's also broadcasting out information. That's what you and I are. Mark, I dreamt about winning a jackpot, but I don't believe I will. But I don't believe it will still happen. Oh man, my friend, who's this? My friend here, Loud Taught. If you have a dream of something, that dream is getting ready to become a reality. That dream is going to manifest. It's called a premonition. Dreams don't work in time. Dreams work in manifest instantaneously. So don't worry about the time. If you have a dream, it's already a preview that you snapped into, and it's going to come into your reality. Okay? So keep that in mind. All right. So not only, right, are we receiving, you're giving off stuff. So that means every day when you get up and you go outdoors, one of the most powerful broadcasts we give is the ones we aren't aware of. Think about that. So you are aware that you're broadcasting certain stuff. Fine, that's conscious. It's the ones you can't see, the ones you can't perceive. That's the one that's going to do damage to you. That is the subconscious. So here's how it works. We broadcast on our thinking mind to what we think about and what we observe. But the ones that we should be focused on is the ones that we feel. You see, guys, in every single state, you're depicting a certain type of feeling, no matter what it is. So here's the feeling that I want you to develop today that will help you to get onto the frequency of whatever it is you want. It is the feeling, and you've heard it before, it is the feeling of already having what you want. Now, this gets watered down in spiritual communities and everything. Every teacher, they tell you this. But if you have been following me and you see my teachings and you see whatever, can you comment below what is the feeling of having or of already having it? Not that you will have it, but already having it. Can anyone tell me that feeling? I'm gonna go while you think about that. What's the feeling? Hey, my friend, what up? Ah, you've got it, infinite corridors. Guys, I want you to start to develop a feeling of complete normality. You have to do this. I am telling you. You have to start to see your desires, your dreams and goals like it's like taking a step, like walking, like drinking water. It has to be that you cannot see your dreams and your goals as something above you. You have to be below you or equal to you. You have to do that, because it's your subconscious. Remember, guys, the only part of the mind that gets impressed, and what I mean impressed is like gets really show off, you're really like fascinates or really like impressed and like, whoa, wow, it's your conscious mind. You can never impress your subconscious. You can't show off your subconscious mind. You can't do fantasy in the subconscious mind. You gotta remember, the subconscious mind is a creative, infinite mind. So if you think it's infinite, it's like, okay, the best example I want to give you, let's use like a parent or your grandfather or grandmother. Let's say your grandfather, your grandmother, they're blessed and they live to be very older in age. They're like 70s, 80s, right? 90s, whatever. And you're young and you're coming up. And you go talk to your grandma or your grandfather. And when you notice when you're talking to them and you tell them situations, they aren't impressed by it. They talk about natural stuff like, yeah, why? Because they've already experienced it. It has become normal to them. They say to you, there's nothing, I've seen it all, man. There's nothing out there that I haven't seen. So the big stuff to you is not really big to them because they have already experienced it. See, so it became normal to them. You have to do the same thing, but you have to experience it before you experience it. Think about that. What do I mean by that? You have to mentally experience the win, mentally experience the success, mentally experience the dream, the vision, the goal, the job, the career. What you have to mentally experience it first. Once you mentally experience it, then you will physically get it. How do you mentally experience something? I'll go back again. By making it feel normal, with repetition, with imagination. Those are the tools that you will mentally experience it. Yes, it has already been done. You got to fake it till you make it in your head. Again, I'm telling you, everything is a perception. Even the word fake it just uses to, but there's no really fake it. You got to make it in your head and then make it real. That's what it comes down to. I always say to you, you got to be a little delusional in your manifestation because you want to get into the subconscious mind where it doesn't feel the big. Nothing is bigger than you. Yeah, you got to be normal, guys. It has to be a normal, neutral feeling. You got to develop. That's something with practice. And when you practice it, it becomes a ritual or routine. So what do I think about what is that? Think and Grow Rich, and it advocates burning all other bridges when manifesting what you want. All right, so look, here is my view, and this is the view that I think you should adopt to, because this is going to really help you. A lot of this stuff I'm going to teach you and show you is going to sound counterintuitive, and that's okay, because counterintuitive is the conscious mind, but this is really how it works. Okay, let me show you something. So whenever you want something, all right, you are taught to have a plan A and a backup plan. There is no backup plan. I don't do backup plans. It's either I'm gonna succeed or I'm going to die or you could try, or I'm gonna get out, move and get into another dimension or whatever it is. There is no plan B. There is only plan A. There's only the goal. And here's why I do that. Because if I set up a plan B, I already sabotage my plan A, because I'm telling my mind, I don't believe or confident that I will achieve my goal, so let's do a backup just in case. My subconscious mind doesn't work with backups, man. It doesn't work that. Yeah, it makes sense in your conscious mind. That's what I'm telling you. In your conscious mind, that's what it is. So with the Think and Grow Rich, when it says burn your bridges or whatever it is, I think that's basically saying that when you have a goal or a dream or a desire, stick with it, man. Don't throw plan A, plan B, plan C into the equation of that. So the reason why you want to think that way is because you are going to groom your mind to be that way. Remember, you're not doing this in your regular thinking mind. We're doing this in our subconscious mind. So in our regular thinking mind, in our daily jobs, yeah, plan A, just in case we don't fail, let's have a plan B. But I can guarantee you something. Let me show you something deep about this. You're not even going to notice this. Whenever you do plan B's, your motivation, your inspiration is going to level down because there is no drive. But when you have plan A, your motivation and your elevation and your inspiration are going to be pushed towards that goal. So your mind is going to be in a constant state of creativity because your mind is going to say, we don't have a backup. We got to make this happen. And that's going to your subconscious. Your subconscious, remember, it's infinite now, so it can handle it. So that's what you have to do when you want to manifest something. The next part about it now, this is the little tip I want to show you. Whenever you have a plan A, you are open to different ways for your plan A to come in. So there's a difference than having a plan B. Plan A, okay, let me give you an example of what I mean. So your plan A, let's say your plan A is to make you have a business, your online business, or whatever it is whatever you're doing, you want to make, say, $50,000 a month or something like that, right? That's what you want. Let's say that's your plan A. Like, I got to do my business, I want to make $50,000 a month in earnings and revenues in my business. You know, your plan will be like, but if I can't get 50,000, I'll settle for at least 30 or 25,000. Okay, that's good. So what you would do now, you wouldn't go to plan B. You would stick with 50K in consistent income and revenue. That's what I want my business to make. That's what I desire my business. That's your plan A. So what you do now, you say, I'm also open to other ways that the universe will bring to me to make me that 50K. You see, I didn't go set it. I let the universe, I set it, and I let the universe take it over and then reset it for me and forget it. See what I'm showing you? That's the only thing you should do. You never make backups. Backups aren't your reality. Backups, what is a backup? A backup signals, I didn't get what I want, so I'm gonna settle. You should never settle. You didn't listen, you didn't come here to settle. You came here to create settlements, create new environments, new stuff. You didn't come to settle here. Settle is pushed into and drilled into your mind from when you're a kid. It creates low self-esteem. It creates inconfidence, whatever you want to call it. You don't come here to do that. People, you are spiritual gods. You are a spirit having a human experience. You're not a human having a spirit. You're a spirit having a human experience. So there is no plan B for you. There is no backup for you. There is no I'll settle for you. All of that is in your logical 3D stuck head. It settles. You don't settle. I got to tell you again, remember that your mind and your ego isn't you. It's just along for the ride with you. The only thing that is you, that stays with you and has always been with you, is your subconscious. Remember, the subconscious controls every system in your body. That's you. That's who you are. When you leave here and you take, your subconscious goes with you. It's called consciousness. Your subconscious leaves this and then you get downloaded into another body. So that's who you are. So you cannot be out here settling and thinking and doing backups, because then you're going to create a neural network in your head for backups, man. You're never going to go full force because you're always going to think, well, if it don't work, I have my backup. I have my backup. I don't think about it. If you have your okay, it's like this. I'll give you another example. It's like this. All right, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's say, okay, with your parents, okay, because I had this experience before with a friend. Okay, so this guy, right, his parents always had him, so whatever he did, like, his parents always gave him money, so he always knew he had a backup, right? He had a backup. He's like, well, I don't have to try too hard, man. My family helped me with my bills, my rent, my mom, my dad, and they have a business, they help me out, da. So, but the thing I noticed about my friend was this. Remember now, here's something you got to remember. I'm going to teach you something deep. The only thing that is constant in reality is change. Change will always be constant. You got to become comfortable with change. We are never going to stay the same. We're never going to be this young again. We're never going to have perfect 100% health. All this stuff is going to go up and down. You're going to change. You're going to go up and down, up and down. You remember when you were younger, you can feel this. So you have to accept that. Okay, that's facts. That's how the universe works. So you got to accept change is the only constant thing. So you got to learn to adapt to change. The beauty about adapting to change is your brain does that. Your brain has what's called habituation. Your brain can, you know, it's called plasticity. Plastic. It's maneuverable. It's called neuroplasticity. But let me show you the point of my friend. So when I was growing up with him, this was when I was younger, in Jamaica coming up, his parents were like very wealthy, right? And they always would give him stuff. So things happened. The business his parents were doing, economy changed. They weren't doing so good. They weren't getting the money. Now he had to go out and try to do it for himself. But guess what? He couldn't do it because he was groomed and conditioned to be dependent or have a backup on his parents. He never developed his grit, his grind to be independent and to be self-developed and self-motivated. So now his parents can't help him out now. Now this guy can't even do anything. See what I'm saying? So when you have something that you feel you can rely on, you're never going to go and reach your true aspiration because you're going to think, well, it's always going to be there, always going to be there. No. Even if it's there, you got to use your mind differently, man. You got to say, all right, I got my parents. I know they're in the house. I got that, but I'm not going to focus on. I'm going to act like they're not there. I'm going to go out and do my own thing. I'm going to go out and manifest and create my own destiny and whatever. If it happens, it happens because I know the universe is in charge. So someone asked me, how do you fix that, Mark? It's a mindset. You have to understand that, yeah, that's there, but I'm not going to focus on it. I'm going to act like it's not there. I'm going to go out and do my own thing and build my own dreams and create my own reality. That's what I'm going to do. That's the mind state you got to have when it comes to manifesting, right? Now, something interesting. Someone asked me this, right? I see here. Mark, are we living past life manifestations? The answer is yes. Everything that you are experiencing right now, you have already done it. I'll give you an example of it. When a child comes into the 3D world from their incarnation point, the soul is on when consciousness creates a new branch and it transmutes that energy and it becomes a physical being, it carries information with it. Remember, information, you cannot create or destroy information. It's a structural foundation of the field or the universe. So information will travel with you. So have you ever seen, if a child comes out the womb and the child turns 3 years old and you bring a piano in there, the kid jumps on the piano and starts playing the piano like he was Mozart. And you say to yourself, how does he know to play piano like that? He's only 3 years old. Or a child comes in and he's at 3 years old, he's already drawing good cartoon characters. A child comes 3 years old, he's already taught. You're like, where does he get that? How do you get that? Because it was stored. He played the piano before in one of his past lives. That he was a great piano player, as a musician. So he brought it back over here into this realm. So every single one of you are doing the same thing, but it's all in our subconscious mind. So if you're here right now and whatever's happening in your life, there is, all right, I want to put the simplest way I want to put this to you. I want to put it so the best way you can understand it. Okay. All right. Because this is going to shock you. It's very profound, but I have to tell you the truth, right? You want to know the truth, right? Okay. So here's the truth about it. There is nothing that's ever live happening in the universe or the multiverse. The only thing that's happening live in this field is your awareness of something that's not live. Okay, here's what I mean by that. Every single thing that you are experiencing is a replay. Your current life is a replay. There is not everything that has, only thing that can be live is the consciousness that's being aware of the replay it made. So do you know what a replay is? So this is deep here. You know, a replay means an actual event or session or event, just an actual event that has already taken place, hence you're watching it over. It has already happened. Okay, it's called a replay. So I'm here to tell you that what you're doing right now is replayed. That's like a time loop. It's done before. So think about the implication of that. So here's what I mean by that. Now I gotta throw something else in about the replay that I want you to consider. Okay, here's the next thing about the replay. What did I do right here? Okay, there you go. Move it up here so I get better. Well, okay. Here's something I want you to consider about the replay. Whenever you're in the replay, you can also edit your replay. So even though the replay has already happened, you can go edit certain parts of the replay. Okay, what do we mean edit the certain parts of the replay? All right. If you're live right now and you're noticing like, hey man, I know there's a replay, but I don't like this part of the replay. So what can I do with this part of the replay? So you can go in and edit your replay. So you can go into your consciousness and then reimagine a new part you want to put into your replay. Oh, your cat's name is Mozart. Oh, that's awesome. So once you go in and you re-edit your replay, then it's like copy and paste or edit, slip, whatever. Then it comes into your reality and then you experience it. But the main picture, here's the main picture I want to show you, that this is what you overlook. When I say a replay, I mean that it's already happened. So because it already happened, why are we worrying? Why are we stressing about our desire or our success when it has already happened? All we have to do is allow ourselves to go along for the ride. All we have to do is allow ourselves to get into a tuning with our higher self and our subconscious so it can lead us. Let me tell you the reason why we worry though. The reason why we worry, number one, because we didn't know this information. Number two, we have a critically thinking mind that also doesn't know this information. Number three, it is our critical thinking mind that is always pushing us and pulling us away from our desires. So this is why we worry. This is why we don't see the big goal. This is why we can't figure out how we're going to get what we want. But if we live in a replay, that means you don't have to do listen, it's going to happen when it's going to happen, and you can't stop it from happening because it has already happened. You are destined for your success. So it means like whatever you are doing right now that you're aspiring to do, to become, and you're on your way to doing it, and you're meeting resistance and you're getting ups and downs, it's because you are trying too hard and you're holding on too long and you're trying to use your regular mind to do something that has already happened for you. So what you should do is you should now understand that I already live in a replay, that this is already done for me. So what I am now going to do is I'm going to exit the critical faculty mind, and I'm going to start to now live and chill and listen to my intuitive subconscious mind. And one of the most powerful tools that you can use to enter the subconscious is what? Subliminals. Right? And I told you before, now I'm doing custom subliminals. So now you want your custom subliminals? You'll see the link in the comments along with your vibrational numbers. When you use your subliminals, they will tune you in to your creative mind. Now that you've been tuned in to your creative mind, that's when you will start to see the map of your desire start to open up for you. Now that's when you'll see, this is now when it will start. You're going to say, oh man, this is starting to make sense, because you're going to see evidence, you're going to see the signs, you're going to see the synchronicities and all that stuff. So that's good. All right, Next point someone asked me, I want to cover this. I talk a lot about superimposition. When I say you have to superimpose your mental reality into your physical reality. Can anyone in a comment explain to me what does superimposition mean? Because some individuals say, I don't understand, Mark, you keep saying superimpose. What is that? How do I do that? Do anyone have an idea? I talked about this before, right? Like I told you before, I said that, look, I'll give you an example of what a superimposition did. I use this all the time. Remember now, when I won the lottery to get this car here, before I had this car, I had another car. I would superimpose. When I would get out of my house, my regular car would be there, but I wouldn't see my regular car. I would see this car. When I got into my regular car, I didn't see a regular car. I saw this car. That's superimpose. It's tricking and convincing in my mind, a little delusional, that I am in the thing I want. Like a house. When you go into your apartment, it's not the apartment, it's the house you want. You have to take your imagination, trick your brain into seeing your current house as the future thing. That's called superimposition. Does that make sense? It takes practice. First time you do it, it's gonna feel trippy, it's gonna feel weird, but I guarantee you, the more you practice, man, you'll be superimposing everything. You'll be walking into your garage, and your garage is your big townhouse. You're walking into your car, it's gonna be so easy. And the reason why it's become so easy when you practice is because, check this out, guys. You know why superimposition is so powerful? And I'll show you something about reality, how it's fake and it's not real. Because your mind, we talk about the subconscious, doesn't know the difference. It can't tell the difference between what is real or what is imagined. Everything is just an imagination on different levels. There's different densities of imagination or dreams. So what we're living in right now is just a dream, but it's a more density rich dream, because the vibration of this dream is a lot denser, heavier, it's a lot slower. So this feels so real to us. When you get into your regular dream, it's also the same thing. The vibration of that one is a lot lighter, faster. There's no resistance, there's no time. That's why it feels so instantaneous. It doesn't feel like super real, but it feels kind of real. The reason why this world feels so real is because of the vibration of the particles that are coming in here. They are so dense, so heavy. So it gives us the feeling, our senses trick us into doing that. You know, and there's other multi-dimensional universes out there that we go into, and we come. When we leave this one, you don't necessarily come back to this one, you go to another one. And let me show you a scientific aspect to show you that. Out of all, there's 4 fundamental forces that make up our weak nuclear, strong nuclear, electromagnetism, and we have gravity. Let's talk about the gravity. Out of all the forces, the weakest one is gravity. Think about gravity. Gravity is supposed to be very strong. It pulls everything down. Why is gravity so weak? I'm telling you why gravity is so weak. I put my hands right now, I just defy gravity. I have more pressure, more power than the force pulling on the earth. So look at that. So why is gravity so weak? All the other forces aren't. They're very strong. Well, there's a new theory out. There's what physicists are saying. Mainstream physicists now are saying, guess what? The reason why gravity is weak is because gravity is actually leaking in from another universe to ours. So this is how we know there are multiverses, because the only explanation they could have is it shouldn't be this weak. We can overcome it. So that means in some universe there's gravity all over the place, but in our universe we live, it's leaking into here. This is why we can defy it. All the other forces you can't. They're strong forces. So that's what they're figuring out. Say, oh man, so this is why. So gravity must be coming in from another universe, because the only way gravity can be weak, it has to be a leakage or slippage. If gravity was really gravity, I couldn't lift my hands up. I can't. Think about the force that's pushing you on the earth, that's keeping you and I down. You know how powerful that is? Yet I raise my hand. I defy gravity. You do it every day. So these are just things that will open your mind, so you can see things from a different perspective. Yeah, you want gold to leak into your reality. You can have anything leak into your reality. It's the state of the being. So So the superimposition thing now, when you superimpose something, that's when your mind now gets, I want to use a trick, but to make sense, convinced that what you are seeing is really happening. So eventually, the more you superimpose something, one day you will actually be in the house that you've been superimposing. One day you'll actually be driving that car that you've been superimposing. One day you'll actually be at the lottery office cashing that big check that you've been superimposing. See that? One day you'll have your business, whatever. One day you'll be in that health, that state that you've been superimposing. Correct. You took the words out of my mouth. You see how that works. That's what I was going to say next. So that's, you create, yes, you create your own reality. Now, next point, I want to go back to the freedom you have. You have to remember this. I said before, so you have to look at yourself in the beginning. We want to start looking at ourselves as like antennas, or, you know, giving off information. So what you want to start to do now is, since you know that you're constantly your two-way feedback system, you're giving and you're receiving information, right? So what you want to do is you want to tune and keep a certain station locked in. You know, like on your radio, you could lock in your station. You want to lock in a certain station. I'm gonna show you the station you want to lock in. Mark, why is it normal to own and drive my 2024 BMW X6 M60? That's correct. That's what's called an AFFIRMATION. That's what you're doing. And that's what happened. So the station that you want to lock into, and I'm going to give you, if you can't develop the feeling, then let me give you the language to use to keep on a state, or to keep in a station. Okay, so the station you want to, here's what you got to do. Every single day, if you can't get into the state of normality, it takes practice. Now you want to use this cheat code, and here's what you want to say. Every single day when you get up, you have to say these words, or these, okay. Why is everything, you can say, why is everything constantly, or why is everything consistently working out in my favor? That's all you got to do every day. Just say that, don't say that, just like that. Why is everything consistently working in my favor? And when you say it, you apply a little bit of your imagination, and you just think about whatever it is that the thing that you want has already worked out in your favor. You can do that, or you don't have to do it anyway. You can just leave it to the universe. But you can do either that or don't do it. Just think to yourself, why is everything working out? Why is everything consistently working out in my favor? And then just feel a little cool, calm, and just like release it and go on with your day. That's going to lock the station that you're going to be on. Here's the station that you're going to be on. You're going to be on a wealth station, abundance station. That's the station you're going to be on. You're going to be on feel good, happy, less stress, abundant, prosperity. That's the station. Your radio will be locked into that station if you just do that simple exercise every day. You can do it 2 times, 3 times, however times you want to do it. You see, this stuff is not rocket science. It's so simplistic, yet, but we don't want to do. We don't want to make things simple. We want to make things difficult and complicated, because that's how they train our brains to work. That's not how it really works in the true essence of it. Okay, that's a good question here. Greg West asked me, when you play regular numbers in a budget, Mark, what would be a sign to play them heavier? That's great. So there's 2 things I do, and I'm starting. So the first thing I would do was I would play my numbers light. So during like the week, I got my budget, I keep my numbers light. So I play them light. Then what I would do then, I would ask, so there's 2 things I do. I'm going to teach you this, and you can adopt which one works for you. So there's 2 things I do. I would ask the universe, I'll say, all right, give me a sign to let me know when to play this number heavy, so that you could win more money, manifest whatever you want, right? So then what would happen is I'd play, and then I'll see some signs. And the signs, whenever I see something in threes, that means to play them heavy. So maybe I'll see the numbers I'm playing like more times than normal. Okay, Mark, it's time for you to play them heavy. Or, you know, I'll see synchronicity or something and it'll tell me. So you got to be very observational, aware of this. That's what I used to do. But you know, we're constantly changing. So I'm constantly getting new information and new downloads from the higher stuff of the universe to make things a lot more simpler. So the new way I do it now, and I find this so much easier, is here's what I do. I create the day to play my numbers heavy. And I've been doing that. And the day I create, those numbers always come out on that day. 9 times out of 10. So what I do is, I'll give you my example. So what I do is this. I pick a day and I say, all right, I'm going to play my numbers light. But on this day, I'm going to play my numbers heavy because this is the day that these numbers will come out. So for me, Sundays, today, is the day when I play my numbers heavy. That's the day when I... And for the past 3 years, as I've been doing this, I haven't been wrong yet. The numbers that I see, they come out on this day, on Sunday. There's one time where the numbers came out another day, but that's once. So, I mean, 90%. I mean, if you want to talk odds, that is like really spectacular. So that's the easy way to do it now. So you pick the day and you say, okay, Wednesday is going to be the day I'm going to play heavy because this is the day. Because how this works, let me show you how it works now. It works because, again, it goes back to the theory and what I was showing you about everything, how it works. It goes back to, I have to remember, this is my movie. I am the writer of this stuff. So if I write into the script, if I edit the script and I say this is the day that we're going to do it, guess what? That's the day it's going to happen. So I no longer like leave it up to my higher self to give me the signs and I have to keep looking around and be open. I just said, all right, I just cut to the chase. I said, all right, higher self, I got you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just create it. I'm going to create the day when this is going to happen, and then you just chill and let it happen. And then that's what will happen. You will get to that point in space where you can manifest it, right? Cleanliness. I did a video on this. I showed you guys that your house have to be a manifesting temple. That's where you spend most of your time, man. The number one thing to manifest, guys, is organization. You have to have organization. Your house cannot be cluttered up. A cluttered house is a cluttered mind. A cluttered mind is a cluttered reality. It's the simplest. These are the simplest things that you, and these don't take money. You don't have to go to a seminar. You don't have to pay $10,000, $20,000 to do this, man. This is, I'm giving it to you for free. It's a simple tweak in your day and your whole life change. So if you go into your home and you notice, man, there's a lot of clutter here. Let me start cleaning some of this stuff. Try doing that to yourself. Look how much you're gonna feel lighter. Have you ever done that to your car? Have you ever had your car right? Think about it. When your car is like dirty, it feels heavy. But if I did one day, just clean your car out and vacuum it, and you get it just feels light, right? It's like, man, do you think that's a mental thing? No, it's more than a mental thing. That's a physical thing. It's not a coincidence or weird. I feel light. It's because your mind and your brain is picking up on the vibration. Everything is a vibration, a communication angle. They're sending signals all the time. So the number one tip for you guys, look at that. See the 7-7 just passed me in this cap. That's confirmation. So I'm telling you the truth. The number one thing for you is to clear space in your house. Organize stuff. What you don't need, donate it. Put it away. Don't become a hoarder. Start to just put stuff. Your mind will tell you, well, we got to keep this if we need it. No, if you need it, you need it. Make your house as light as possible, man. Make your house as organized as possible. The more you organize little stuff like that, you're going to change your whole life. You're going to start to create better things. Because you're showing your brain that you bring things in an orderly manner. Remember, everything works in order. It's a constant order, right? The universe doesn't work in chaos or disorder. The universe is harmony. Manifesting is harmony. All right? How do you create your day? You create your day by your feeling and your focus. What do you want your day to be? Your day is, why is everything consistently working out in my favor? And the day will take care of itself. That's how you create your day. When you go into your work or whatever you're doing, Every day you get up, why? And then when you go into work, deadline is going to be cool. Boss won't be sweating you anymore. People will be nice to you because you have set it for that. That's what your mind is. Our days are created by our subconscious mind. Our days aren't created by our conscious mind. Our conscious mind is observing our days, but our days on a cycle is our subconscious. Our subconscious has a reel of past experiences, and it creates your day that way. So if you want to fix your day, you fix the subconscious. You fix it by using the affirmation, and you do it repeatedly. Your conscious mind will buy into it, and the conscious mind now will start to tap into the subconscious and say, hey man, for some reason today is getting ready to be a great day. See how that works, right? Or you can say, why is everything rigged in my favor? That's good. I like that one. Jamie says, I'm a stager, and I see all the time with clients too much clutter, too much stuff in blocks. You, for me, receiving new things into your life. Yes. Those are the things we gotta do. You gotta, like, at least. I'm not telling you. Listen. You don't have to be a super neat, organized person. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just saying for your own view of your, keep things organized enough where it doesn't become a bother or a hindrance. That's what I mean by organizing stuff in your house. There's levels to organization. Some people are really neat, good. That some people are minimal. But everybody has this. Everybody can improve on this. Every one house, there's something you can improve. There's something you can organize. We all have it. So that's just a little tweak, and then you can see immense changes coming into your reality, right? So now, do you guys understand what superimposition is when I say you got to superimpose things into your reality? So now you know what it is, right? When it comes to affirmations now, you only have to do affirmations a couple times during the day. Do it when it feels good. All right, you can do in the subliminals. We make the subliminals. I put these affirmations in the custom subliminals I make for you guys. The affirmations are in there. Sometimes I make affirmations in there. Key point is there's some subliminals that we do that you'll hear some words and some are not. It's just variation. But the majority of the subliminals that you will get from me and my team are subliminals that are masked, which are more powerful. Okay, if you want to request some way you can hear the voice, fine, you can do that, but they are mainly masked, and that's done deliberately because the masked ones are easier accepted into your subconscious without the critical divide interrupting or creating any resistance. So I just want you to keep that in mind. And again, you can get my personal custom subliminals, and now your vibrational numbers are back. Again, if you're a channel member here, just comment below. I'll give them to you. If you're not a channel member, you can go ahead and go to the email process, send a donation 1111, or you can just become a channel member, and then you get them right here in this video. So I'll be coming back to this video, checking to see channel members. So I also put it in the community, YouTube community posts tab, so you can go in here, and if you're a channel member there as well, you can put your numbers, your date, month, and day in there, and I'll get them to you. And see how that works. Someone asked me mask how. Can anyone here explain what a mask subliminal is? Because this is stuff you need to learn so that you can change your life like I learned it. So can anyone explain what mask subliminals are and why it's more powerful? Mask subliminal. Got a couple more minutes here. Let's see if anybody can jot in here. Okay, audio, which is very quiet, which bypasses the ego. Correct reflection. It's masked music. The message is on a lower frequency that's not audible to the ear. That's correct, Jane Compton. See how I answer your question? All of you guys are so smart and are so talented. Look at that. Hello from Korea. You can't hear the subliminal. Yes. So a mass, yes guys, 100%. So a mass subliminal is there are audible words and languages be in the subliminal, but our hearing frequency, the frequency that we can hear, it's below that level. And your subconscious mind doesn't operate on the hear frequency we have. It has much lower frequency that you can hear. Your subconscious might have even lower frequency than your dog. So your subconscious will pick it up. It's so very tiny and inaudible, and it's designed that way. So the only person hears it is you, your subconscious, which is what you want. You don't want your ego to hear it a lot, or your conscious, because then it can interrupt it and it can analyze it and it can say this is not true, which creates a resistance. So when you have a mask subliminal, everything gets accepted without any rejection or without any kind of resistance or judgment. This is why they're so powerful. Now, when you get your subconscious to a point where it's accepted and reprogrammed, you can go back and use spoken subliminals now, because they won't create any more resistance for you, because your subconscious has accepted it. And when your subconscious accepts something, your conscious mind will buy into it as well. So you won't get any more resistance. But you have to fix it first. Then if you want to go back and use spoken subliminals, or where you can hear the words, that's fine to do. You can do that. Someone says, hey Mark, I love your urgent money one. It works like a dream every time. Yes. Yes. So the subliminals, I make the custom subliminals now. So especially for the lottery, you know guys, the lottery, if you want the lottery ones, well, I'm the man to come to. So I've won the lottery, so I have no subliminals with the lottery. Anything with money, lottery, anything like that, you come to me. Anything with that, I make them for you, get them in there, and they work. It's going to take 21 days. Yes, it's going to take, not 21 days, it's going to take at least 90 days. You want to give yourself 90 days to use your subliminals while you're sleeping. They will become effective, right? And your vibrational numbers, you're going to have those too now. So if you're someone that's in the lottery or whatever, this is for you, because I've been getting so much requests. I've been seeing these, you guys are still asking for them, even though it's been like a year or so I stopped doing it. So I know that you guys want them back, so I've decided to do them again. And I'll put in the pinned comments. There's one email site. Just go, you can request your custom subliminals and your vibrational numbers. And it's all, I think it's only, I'm only doing PayPal right now, so it's going to be PayPal only. Just to keep things streamlined and easier for me and more organized. And you know, the subliminals, they'll take about, depends on which ones you want. You have the visual one where you get the video, or you want the audio, or a combination. They'll take between 4 to 7 days. Your vibrational numbers, give me some time as well. Give me 3 to 4 days. You'll get them by email. So we have one streamlined way for you to get the stuff that you want to be successful for whatever it is that you want to create or manifest. That's right. If you're ready for a change, here it is. Okay, I'll get a couple more here. Mark, if I listen to only one kind of subliminal about self-worth. Yeah, you can listen to many kind of subliminals about self-worth. Thank you, Angela Irvin, for $2 there. Appreciate that. You can listen to any subliminal you want for self-worth. They all pretty much will do the same thing. How about our sexual desires? Can it affect our subconscious mind? Yes, your sexual desires definitely. Sexual desires are from your subconscious mind. But in what way do you mean how they affect our subconscious mind? How do I use affirmations to attract a handsome boyfriend for a relationship? You can use affirmation. You can say, you know, why am I now happy with the person of my dreams? That's it. Why do I have the perfect boyfriend for me? See, you got it's for you now. So that's how you can use the affirmation for that. Yes, like nowadays the Matrix put us in a lot of sexual images and stuff. I was wondering if it can affect it. Yes, because guys, you know, every day we are constantly being bombarded with so much information. Our brain filters out things that are important to us. So the things that stands out to us that more impact our brains will affect, and it can affect our subconscious. But here's good news for you. Thank you, Lisa Brown. 8.99. Thank you. Here's a good thing. Here's the good news for you guys, is that you have control by your focus. So you can choose where you want to put your attention, so your brain don't get bogged down with negative stuff. So this is why it's crucial. The universe, like an algorithm, it's more algorithm. So start to just like tune into things that are going to resonate with you. Stay away from images and things that aren't in your what you want to manifest. Don't watch certain stuff that's gonna make you feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Start to just surround yourself with you, because guys, you're in your own world. The world you live in will convert to you. It'll morph to your statures, to yours. The people, even the people morph around you once you start to surround yourself. It's like this, guys. This is all a movie, a game. You're the character. You're rendering as you go along. This is what I want you to. This is the big point I want you to show you. So whatever you in your own world, remember, you see the world through your eyes, not through anybody else. You see the world through your feelings and how you think, and the world reflects back to you, like the mirror thing, right? So what you want to do is, there's so much things out there that you want to selectively program your world. So watch stuff, surround yourself with stuff you like, and the world's going to show you more of that. You know, and more of that's going to experiences. That's all you got to do. And everybody around you will convert to you, because they're all a character in the game. They're all you from another branch. They're all replicas of you, but they're in different forms. They have the same consciousness. You know everything about everybody, because they were once you. There's nobody on this planet that you don't know about, because they were once you. You just don't remember it. You know all their feelings, you know what they want, all of that. You can access things, you can go in and read their mind and see it's there, but you just don't know how to access it yet. Remember telepathy, where you can feel and think? It's all in there, people. Hey, I bought a safe. I keep my preferred lottery winnings from my weekly tickets. Since then, I continue win scratch off, celebrate each one. Yes, that's correct. See, that's a subconscious hack. I told you about that. Yeah, the haters blacklisted you. Well, don't worry about the haters. The haters are participators. They're a part of the program that you set up. You gotta have haters, because haters motivate you. It's part of. You're gonna have some haters. You're gonna have some people that are just. It's part of how the game works. The game, you gotta spice up the game, man. So when you see haters, that's a good sign for you. That means you're doing something good. If you don't have any haters, you don't have any people that's ridiculing you or putting you down, then that's not good. You're gonna always have people putting you down, man. Listen to me. You see me, I'm out here spreading positivity, guys, and I'm helping you guys. I still have people put me down. So the haters are there. They're a part of the program. So just appreciate the haters, and just bow your head and appreciate them, because you know that you're doing something good. Otherwise, they wouldn't be hating on you. If you ain't doing something good, you're not gonna get hate. If you're doing something good, you're gonna get ridiculed. Point blank. Not everybody's gonna like you. So keep that in mind, and that's okay. If not everyone's gonna like you, that's fine. That's just how it is. Hey, the only thing matters is, do you like yourself? If the answer is yes, you're good to go. Screw what everybody else think about you, man. As long as you like yourself, as long as you go to bed at night and you sleep good with no conscious stuff or you're good to go. Let them do their thing. You'll be fine. Because again, this is your world. It's your movie. They're just a part of the play that's coming in there. So when you see them, acknowledge them, shake, just give a smile. I mean, block them if you want. They don't need to block them, yeah, but just know that, okay, I'm doing something good, because these people are there. That's just how it is. There's different fields of conscious, different fields of experience, different types of people out there. The yin and the yang. Gotta have the light and the dark, hot and the cold. It's called duality in the universe, and that's just how it works. And you roll with it, and it's better for you. Don't try to convert your haters. Don't try to prove to your haters, hey, don't do it. Just be yourself and do your thing. Be authentic. Follow your dreams, your passion. Most importantly, you got to trust in yourself, man. I'm not talking yourself. I'm calling deeper. You got to go deep self. You got to go beyond conscious. You got to go into something that you just know and just say, hey, it's going to happen. That's the self I'm talking about. That's your God self. That's how it's going to work. All right. So, guys, I will see you again. I will post below the links in the comment section where you can get your custom subliminals and your vibrational numbers. And see you guys again next time. Happy manifesting.